All right, everybody. We are on episode 3 of the Tough Stack, and today we have Tony, Finley, and this shitter Knight.
So
We're gonna be doing a wheel to select the topics, but before that, I kind of had a little introductory topic, which is the cups CVE that came out. Now, if any of you have had anything, and I mean like fucking anything with this shit. Basically, if you use a printer, or really fucking anything to print on Linux, I know a good chunk of you probably don't even touch a printer or have to print anything in your life, but this also has several different things, but this is going to lead into a topic later down the road. This was actually through Glasswing that this vulnerability was found. And Glasswing is absolutely insane. We'll get into that later, but pretty huge vulnerability. It's an authentication bypass and an input validation vulnerability in the Cups Daemon. So if you have like Mint or something like that installed, you most likely have this installed. Right now, I don't know if there's any like patch. There's probably going to be a pretty big patch as far as vulnerabilities go in the kernel soon, from what I've been reading. But yeah, just be aware of that and make sure you don't have the port 631 open on your firewall. And
Make sure to write that down.
yeah, write that down on
Write that
Obsidian.
down. On Obsidian.
Yeah, on
Write that
Obsidian.
down on Obsidian. Not sponsored, by the way.
No. I wish. They're fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
we're actually going to do a little spin the wheel real quick
In that wheel.
of names for the first topic. So we're gonna spin this shit.
That's a capital T. I don't like that.
Fuck you. And you're first. You're first.
There's a lot
Oh.
of points with Monica. Monica's too out. I don't have time for this.
All right,
bad.
let's go, Tony. Hey, Tony.
All right, I'll start light. Did everyone see that Discord got updated? We now have official
Discord?
Fedora and Arch packages.
I did,
They
and did you
fixed a
see the
bunch of
title
stuff.
of their YouTube video that they made for it for that announcement? I thought that
Is
was
that
really
the year
cute.
of Linux nonsense?
The year
Yeah.
of Linux, yeah. I thought that was really cute.
The clickbait, but that ended up being all right. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
even
but they're,
mentioned
you know-
Arch. Imagine that, bro.
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
You got
dude,
pushed to
welcome in,
hotkeys
Feeney.
again.
I know, and we have blur effect natively.
Is this your topic or my topic?
Our topic, yeah.
Yeah, Knight. Come on, man.
I'm just messing with you. But no, it's got screen game capture through Vulkan and GameScope. I mean, you got a lot going on. I want to see how the hotkeys work because that was a big issue for the
Yeah.
longest time. But
The biggest
apparently
issue-
they did.
yeah. Sorry.
Apparently they did improve a lot with Wayland. So
Dude, it was the problem I had was the freaking streaming, man. It was horrible.
and I'm sure this
Horrible.
has nothing to do with the Steam Deck. Or
I'm sure it is.
the
No,
Steam
So-
machine.
I'm sure.
Funny fact, like before the update got pushed on my Steam Deck, because I used to have Discord running in the game mode, and my game, like my Steam Deck would get so hot that it would actually like reboot and crash. But after the update, now my Steam Deck is like just chilling, and and I'm streaming too while like Discord's active in the background while playing a game. Like I was playing Winrose with my friends, and it's fine now. Like that was the thing, and I think Finley was also there
Mhm.
when I was having that issue,
Yeah.
and he was like, it's not a cache thing. It's just, we thought it was the VRAM, but it was Discord. It was Discord not being optimized for Linux, basically.
Oh,
with
was that in the time where you kept me up
Yeah.
for 15 straight hours so that I could
Yes.
install
Which
Windows to
that
play your
is
crappy
off
games?
topic. We're not gonna stray from the topic. We're talking about Discord.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on there, Knight. Hold on. Stop talking. Feeney's in the chat. Hi, Feeney.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Hello,
what,
Feeney.
that's what I said hello
What's up,
to.
baby.
But, well, we only listen when it's Tony. That's sad.
And my
Yeah.
husband's in the chat.
What?
What?
void.
Oh, yeah, right.
Even during a podcast.
No.
Professional podcast here.
Professional
Don't be jealous.
podcast here. Yeah. 3-week delay for this.
For 7 months in a row. Why are you sending me money, bro? Come on now.
I'm
Thank
auto
you.
subscribed to you, so it just goes.
This guy. That's
Fade.
Why would you do that, bro? You're in the
Plus,
pod.
I need these emotes, bro. I use this regularly and this. Like I need those emotes.
They're two of my favorite emotes.
They're so good. And like your Chris, bro. I
Yeah,
can't
the
I
laggy's,
gotta have
the laggy's very nice. Like the laggy. All right, that's off topic. Anyways, I did not hear anything about the Discord thing because I've just stopped
Really?
giving a fuck about Discord. Yeah, I don't even use
Ironically,
it.
I'm not subscribed to them, right? But like their video got pushed to me on my feed, and so that's the only reason why I knew about it. And I watched it, and it was really cute. It was a really cute YouTube video they made.
Interesting. I did see the CEO's like huge blog post of basically saying, "Oh man, you guys just don't understand. There's some confusion. Like we're not trying to sell your data. We're trying to do this in the most safe way
Right.
possible. Like, please."
They're really trying to get us back into like loving Discord, but the damage is already done, bro.
like I don't know. It's and the other thing, what is with all of these companies? Just it's driving me nuts. Did you see
What
the
do you
Bitwarden
mean?
issue?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
So I've been using Bitwarden for like a year now, right? And their CEO stepped down, and they have now removed like all of the language for free and open source in their website. So people are speculating that it's gonna start to be like you have to pay for it.
Yay.
Oh, another company follows the subscription model. Never
Yeah.
How
happens.
surprising.
Which it's a shame because like you could host your own like Vault Warden from your own server, which I'm hoping they don't remove that because that's what I'm gonna start doing now. Since they're being little shitheads.
Since,
I'm
since we're on
assuming.
the topic of companies being shitheads, did you guys see Sony's update?
Do you always switch topics and when somebody's mid sentence?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Keep it
man.
lively. Not like Finley.
So what happened with Sony? Not that I'm not surprised that Sony's being a shithead.
As shit as Bitwarden is being right now, they're pushing the face recognition stuff.
Bruh.
Like it's already being passed through in European countries. Like they have to. Like it's being enforced.
Nice.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So in order to, but the good news about it, there's one good thing: you can still purchase stuff if you don't go with the face recognition. You can't play games online, but you can purchase stuff in the PSN store.
Did you also see? Now, this was one of my topics from 3 weeks ago, but it'll be a quick one. It was same thing with fucking Sony. Is they are making it to where if you're not online for a set period, you will not own your games after you purchase them. Like you have to come online within the set period at
It's
least
stupid.
once. Absolutely insanity.
Yeah.
Really trying to kill consoles, aren't they?
They are, dude.
I can get
Mm.
the I can get that if like you have to like reconnect and like you know you have to reconnect and buy the digital games, right? But if it's you can't own your game anymore, what's the point of buying a digital game? You gotta just buy the disc at that point.
What
Like, why are we-
defines being online? Because the system is always online.
Well,
Right, but
you
like
have
your
to have an
single-player
internet
games, right?
connection.
There's like Uncharted 4, for example, and that one Gunner game that just came out, the Starred Stellar Blade. those are like all single player games, but I guess they require online now to like be identified that you purchased them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's
you
so
have to
ridiculous.
be online
It's always
at least
been
once.
like that. Like you, yeah.
Well, there's like with Xbox, they
Well,
have
not
like this
always,
thing
but-
called Xbox Home, where like no matter where you are, and you can be offline like forever, and you can still use your digital games. That's like the one thing I
It's-
like about Xbox, but I don't know
Well,
if
yeah,
Sony
Steam
does
has
that.
offline mode.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Steam also has offline mode. Better DRM control would be with GOG though, GOG Galaxy.
Yeah.
With that, Tony, any final things about your topic that you wanted to
No.
say?
I was basically just bringing it up so people could check it out, see if it works better for them. Because I know a lot of people were wanting hotkeys.
Hmm.
And apparently, it finally
hotkeys.
works.
It took. Oh wait. Does that mean? No, I'll save that for later. Anyways, all right.
I'm curious now.
No,
Yeah, Sam. What the hell? You're just gonna blue bomb me like that?
I gotta test it first. But
Okay.
anyways, spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
All right, Tony,
Your
fuck
wheel
off.
is rigged.
No, we're doing it again.
And then it lands on Tony again.
Wheel.
I was about to laugh if that kept going.
Dude. Oh, that would have been something. So, as I mentioned earlier, Project Glasswing. So, this is an quote unquote AI security guard. It's basically AI versus AI in the battle for the kernel. Anthropic partnered with
He's talking.
So Anthropic partnered with the Linux Foundation, Google, and NVIDIA to launch Project Glasswing. And they're using Claude Mythos, a model they claim is too dangerous for a public release due to its offensive hacking capabilities. It's found bugs that survived decades of human review, including a 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD and chains of kernel bugs for full privilege escalation. So basically, we're banning AI from writing code, but using it to audit the humans for it. And here's the question for you guys, right? If the good guys have a model that finds 0 days and minutes, how long until the bad guys build their own?
Well, yeah. I think that answers itself.
Mere moments, basically. I mean, it's all
It's-
open, right? So they would already have it.
It's getting to a point where the I don't know, man. Like this kind of project, like it can be very good to have something basically go through billions of lines of code, but at the same time, it's like, dude, this is gonna turn really fucking like Matrix really fast.
Oh yeah.
It's what we think. We don't know what's going to happen, really. It's what? I don't know. It's
The amount of times that an AI has broken out of whatever, right? And started doing its own thing, like mining Bitcoin on its own.
yeah.
You know, it's a scary fucking world we live in.
Yep. And you can't even mine Bitcoin on like you need AI hardware in order to mine Bitcoin now, which is insane. It's like its own GPU motherboard stuff. It's not even like regular GPUs. It's literally like AI crypto mining stuff that you need.
Right.
That's how
Yeah,
advanced Bitcoin has become. And if AI can just do that, that's like really complicated mathematical lines. So that's actually really scary now that you bring it up.
Yeah, it's not a fun world we're living in anymore. Like
Thank God we have an
This-
off switch, right?
to see the advancements of AI in the past like think of AI when it first became available to the public in what 2020 was
oh my
it?
god.
Oh, it was a weird time at school.
There's a picture I sent Finley of the first ever thing I generated, and it was a picture of me and you, and it was like when AI was a baby. I think it was like when we first met. I want to
It's,
send it to the TeamSpeak, but hold on.
Yeah, I remember all of a sudden everyone in my class became Shakespeare,
That's
Oh.
funny.
and we were like, "What the fuck?" Like the teachers were like, "Oh, their parents must be good."
Yeah,
All
John,
of a sudden.
check your phone.
Oh my goodness,
That's
no,
hilarious.
it was fun at the beginning when it was kind of like funny, right? Like it wasn't
It was used like a tool.
it wasn't
a tool.
it wasn't good enough to actually be exploited, but it was like crazy enough where you could do some funny things with it. But now it's like every
Terrifying.
day, every hour I hear the word AI and I'm tired.
Imagine,
tired, boss.
Imagine how it is in work, dude. Like
yeah.
IT companies right
Dude.
now, like, dude,
And for,
it's so
like-
insane to hear that half of the code for the software that we are developing is AI generated.
all vibe coded.
Dude, my freaking
And-
Zoom class, the only thing they're showing how to do now is how to use AI to work for you. How to
And,
use Copilot to write an email. Like,
at
fuck,
my
I want to learn how to
workplace,
do it on my own.
They have like little like PDFs of like classes and stuff, and it's all AI generated like pictures and all of that. You can tell like one of the questions would be like, you need to stay away from the windows, the safety precautions, right? Like hurricane storms in Hawaii.
Mm.
And then it's like an AI generated like guy next to a window with a hurricane right there. And I'm just like, that has nothing to do with like the question or like the safety precaution. Like
I
that
just-
it's just an image that they generated.
I don't even want to like. Here's the thing. When it comes to AI, it's to a point now where we kind of have to accept it's here now. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I really do want a reset switch. Like I want an off switch because it's changing the scope of so many things in our day-to-day life, and you can't really hide from it anymore. You can't avoid it. And if you're in the tech industry, you have to learn it or you're going to get left behind pretty much. And
There
that's the main thing for me is like I am going to have to learn how to use this in an efficient way,
Mhm.
because if I don't, I mean, it's the same thing as when the internet even just came out, right? Like a search engine like Google, when that came out, I'm sure plenty of people, I don't know, Tony, let me know, we're like, nah, man, we're stuck in our ways. Or maybe it was a cool thing at the time.
You saying I'm old?
I gotta get my jabs in every now and again.
Oh,
All right, buddy.
But I don't know. What can you compare it to, Tony? That a new tool came out, or something new tech related came out.
Well, honestly,
that
we
just
haven't
really
seen
kinda...
one this big for a long time.
I mean, I know I'm
Thank
not the
you for
oldest, but I
sub,
think of the
Phoenix. We
iPhone
appreciate it. Ugh.
or
Well,
phone or
yeah, I mean, that's
or
hardware,
or
but yeah, I get what you're saying.
or phones in general, where it just now it's everyone has one.
I
Like,
feel
there's
like that's a big different though. Like with Google, like it's like a collective library of things that was uploaded. But like with AI, like they're using data centers, which is like a thing I wanted to bring up. Where like places like Aotearoa is like being destroyed with like data
Because of the
centers,
data
and it's
center.
really sad, bro.
Yeah.
Like
And
just
a lot
to
of farmland is getting bought up because of
Yep.
it too.
like
Which that could, like that's sorry to interrupt you, but
no, you're good.
there's just that just clicked a thing in my brain. These
Yeah, no,
AI
it's the
data
same thing.
centers are literally making more money than our farmers.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like they're destroying. There's a place in Taiwan where like they literally like reuse the water, make it cleaner, and they actually like fix like rivers and stuff and other ponds and stuff. They coexist with the ecosystem there and the ecology, like where their data centers are. But majority of like Nvidia or like other data centers, they don't do that. They
Yeah.
don't, and it's really sad. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's a fucking freaky, dude. I'm part of the party that just really dislikes it because I feel like there's so many things that it's affecting globally,
Yeah.
and it's also just affecting jobs as a whole, which it was already in a shitty spot in these past 2 years. And it's kind of putting a lot of people in a panic because, I mean, a model like this for detecting, you know, vulnerabilities, that puts a lot of cyber analysts in a shitty spot.
Mm.
Because you're gonna have to learn how to use these models.
Right.
And there's not gonna be, you know, a shit ton of people sitting here and, you know, who are gonna have this experience right now.
Yeah.
It sucks
Especially
because
since it's so gated.
when they make and they make code, right, but then you are not making the code, you're correcting its code, so you have to go through the millions of lines, and it's just that I feel like that's more of a hassle than just building it from the ground up, because at least you know what you put in it.
All right. Well, with that, that's the end of my topic. Unless you guys have anything else you want to include.
We love
any,
AI.
any final thoughts?
Well, what they're trying to do with AI, right? Here's the thing: email replaced physical mail, texting replaced sending letters, whatever. You know, like there's a bunch of these tools that replace certain things to make it easier. What they're trying to do with AI is replace employees.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
A lot of entry levels are going to disappear, and that's going to put a lot of people in a shitty position.
I just
because
wish
companies
that the infrastructure
already-
was better.
oh yeah, I mean companies already are like they barely train you to begin with,
Mhm.
and some of them just expect you to come out the gate with a shit ton of knowledge and experience off rip. Sometimes there's not even a training section. You're just thrown into a mess and told to fix it.
Mhm.
So it's definitely a rough spot we're in, and
Yeah.
I don't mean to be doom and gloom because I'm
It's
sure
the
there are
precursor to
wonderful
Ready
things.
Player One.
Right. I
Yeah.
agree.
The economy will be everybody's content creators. Everybody's mining for them on their games they're playing, and people will just sit at their computer and do stuff, and that's how it'll fuel the
And-
economy. The more you do online, the more money you'll make.
To go off of what Tony's saying, like majority of the content creators now, like I was looking at like, you know, these AI generated voice actors, right? And I'm going back at their old videos like 8 years ago, they were just, you know, text to speech, and now they just upgraded to like using AI generated voices. And all that content, you know, that they're making is it's they're just using AI, and it's majority of the AI people, content creators, are making more than actual real life people, especially when you're looking at like Linux content and stuff, and it's sad.
Is it the same kind of people who on like Windows 7 they'd have the notepad and type
Right.
everything they wanted to
Yes,
say?
yes.
Yeah.
And like my thing is like, if they're gonna take away jobs, my mentality would be like it would open up more, you know, free labor. So like that means more money being paid to employees that are actually working in fields.
One
But that's
person
not
assigned to
happening.
one AI model.
Well, no, like
And
if they're like taking away jobs, right, and like they're opening up more towards like AI, like AI, you don't have to pay AI. It's a machine. It's automated. So there should be more, you know, of that labor percentage going into the majority of jobs already that are being paid, right? But that's not happening. No one's getting a pay raise, and it's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a recess again. We're losing jobs.
I
not
mean, we're
getting paid
already
more.
in a recess, honestly.
Yeah.
We're in a very like people aren't talking about it, but I genuinely think we are currently sitting in a depression that nobody's talking about.
Yeah, no, it's everyone's overworked
And-
and you're not getting paid as much and everything's
This is why they've
expensive.
been talking about universal basic income for the last like 10 years.
Mhm.
So much. That's what's going to end up happening.
And AI should be technically helping that if it's taking away jobs, but it's not. So what is happening?
It's only making it worse. I mean,
And
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people in my field have like crap ton of more experience than me in cyber and are literally waiting 8 months looking for jobs and have to take something much lower than what they normally would just to, make ends meet. And it's, I don't know, man. It's freaky. It's a freaky world we're in right now.
Just at this point, I feel like they're doing it on purpose.
Wow.
Make the people weaker and make sure there's not a bunch of information for everybody to access. That's why there's this age verification going on
Yes.
everywhere.
And it's-
Monitor, and restrict, silence, and avoid.
It didn't even be called like identity or virtual whatever identification. Gamer Nexus stated like it should be called identity verification because it's not about age, it's
No,
about your
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just about finding who you are to monitor what you say.
But you
Yep.
know what's sad about this whole AI thing as well? Is it fair to say that we know a bit more about computers than most people,
Oh yeah.
or
man.
about tech in general?
Yeah,
well,
I feel like we're
yeah.
pretty up there.
Anyone else I talk to who isn't as into it, they praise AI. They think it's the future. They think it's like their savior, and they abuse it as much as they can. And I'm like, if that's most people, we have no chance.
That's
It's
kind of
over.
like
That's the
what they've been
problem.
teaching
Yeah.
people like this entire time.
Yeah. No, but I was surprised by how much I thought some people would have a common sense about it. Nope.
Nope. That's why we're here to, to try to let people know. The
Literally
truth
an
and stuff.
entire day was about how to use AI to write emails, to do Excel sheets. Like I asked the teacher, now how do we do this on our own? And they're like, on to the next topic. I'm like, why am I signed up into this?
Horrifying. I'm gonna homeschool my kids. Jesus Christ. Anyways,
It's the better idea, yeah. And they'll call you like, yeah, they'll call you insults for doing that. Like,
Come to
oh, you're
Hawaii,
ruining
Echelon.
childhood for
we
them.
can get you free private school, so you're good.
it's I don't know, dude.
It's never free.
Scary.
It's
On
free
to the
'cause
next
it's,
person.
On to the
it's,
next
what is it
person.
called?
Are we spinning
I
the wheel
remember-
again?
Yeah.
Spin that. Oh God, he took our names off. I mean, their names off.
Oh,
Please, please,
Oh.
please. Oh, thank God.
this dude
Oh,
ain't
thank
got
God.
no damn topic.
Wait. Oh. Oh my God. It's so. Oh my God. Thank God. Holy shit. Take it away, Finley.
All right, my turn. Okay, FSR 4.1 on AMD Radeon RX 7000 series, and later on RX 6000 series. Now, who in here has a 7000 generation of AMD?
Me. I do. I do.
Don't you have one as well,
X-Night does.
Tony?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. So, good news for us. The official FSR 4.1 will be able to access it by July 2027. This year, right?
Almost.
Yeah,
Your topic.
2026. Yes. I'm going off memory because I can't find the article. Anyways, the challenge about making it work properly with these cards is that FSR 4 relied heavily on something called FP8, which is the name of the AI accelerators in the 9000 series cards. So what they had to figure out is how to make it work properly on the INT8, which are found on the 7000 series cards. And well, it seems like they have. Now, we've had unofficial ways to use it, and it worked more or less okay. In my case, it worked fine on some games, horrible on others, but it seems like it's going to work really well now. And honestly, on the games that did work, it was a huge difference. I was able to put it on performance mode without seeing any huge visual difference, which is kind of crazy because then the FPS difference was very high. So I'm not excited about the fact that we're gonna have to rely on upscaling for games to run well, but if it works well like that, well, whatever. I'll take that loss. And for the RX 6000 series, that's going to be next year, beginning of next year. So, any thoughts on this? Are you guys mad that it took so long, or do you guys think it's reasonable why it took whatever?
I'm
I mean-
surprised they did it at all.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
normally don't. I mean,
I didn't think that was gonna be. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I dead ass got so excited when you said that the 6000 series is gonna get it. Like,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
WAMD.
yeah, I mean, as many L's as AMD has been giving us recently, I think that's the first W they've given.
I'm just
Yeah,
excited
I
for
agree.
people to not call my 7900 XTX obsolete just because of FSR4.
That has nothing. I mean, you could still
They-
technically use FSR 4.
And I do, but people still say, "Oh, your card is useless." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Dude, a
My card's
7900
useless.
X.
I have more VRAM than you.
And the guy who was telling me that was on a
GTX.
GTX 1650.
And your
Talk
card's
about
not
being obsolete, brother.
right?
If you're
4
trying to.
I
gigs of
don't-
RAM, crazy.
I'm not trying to interrupt, but I just want to point out how stupid Twitch is. Zan just put in the chat, "Hi, you sexed podcasters," and he meant to write "sexy." Twitch flagged that in the mod thing as a text, okay? Or as, should I approve it or not?
I
Then
approve
he
it.
writes the word "sexy" and it just lets it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
I
Zan, by the way. What?
How you doing, Zan?
Twitch? You're stupid.
well, you know what? YouTube censored the word "but." There was a guy saying something. He was like, "I like this, but," he accidentally added a second T, and it flagged the entire message.
That is funny.
Jeez.
I have no like censorship in my Twitch, so that's why I don't like have those issues. Unless like it's the R word, then that's like the only word that's flagged.
Okay. There's a
I
bunch
don't-
of R words.
You
We
gotta be
don't-
more specific.
Which
I'm not
yeah,
gonna be
which
specific
R
at
word is
all.
this?
All the R words. Fuck you guys.
So yeah.
As
Well,
long as people aren't being dickheads to each other, I'm not gonna restrict their language outside of being horny.
Word. Just like how FSR4 is not being restricted anymore on the older cards.
W. Well,
Amazing.
yeah. Now, the argument is for NVIDIA, DLSS 4.5 has been on the older cards for a while now, blah, 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 and they're better with that support, but it's very different technologies. Very different.
I keep forgetting that Nvidia is like viable now, like semi-viable.
It's
In this
also
space.
triple the price, but hey, still viable.
Shit.
I mean, they're
They're more
Yeah.
expensive. Bye.
Look, this is what I explained to a certain
lot.
someone. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Dude, when I got this card, okay? The day I was picking stuff, it was between the 7900 XTX and a RTX 4080 because the 4090s were all gone.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking at a bunch of reviews and stuff and ended up going, yeah, I don't know. Let's go check the pricing, okay? And I see that the 4080 at the time is 2,800 Canadian dollars. So then
That's
I go look at the
insane.
7900 XTX. It's still expensive, 1,700. But what are you going to pick between a $1,700 price and a $2,800 price for basically the same thing, apart from CUDA?
More VRAM.
Also,
Oh, you need your CUDA.
that's the
I need
thing, right?
CUDA.
My dad and I were big into modding, and having more VRAM for modding games helps a lot.
It does.
So, there you go.
Rare.
Rare WAMD. What do you mean rare? Fefla, come on.
I mean-
I love, that they're doing that for FSR4, but I personally just use TSR. I don't use any fake frames.
I just use no upscaling.
Like I just
When I
just
can.
do it as it is,
Oh, yeah.
native, and if it runs at 120, which is like the bare minimum that I want, then I'm fine.
Dude,
Like,
my
if
bare
it's- it
minimum
has to be
is 60, so imagine me.
yeah, if it's 60, it's fine.
My bare
I don't want fake
minimums-
frames.
See, like for shooters though, I have a 240 hertz, so I want to be getting that 240.
Yeah, but the latency,
So-
like I don't really
There's
like
not
the
that much latency.
I
You
know,
only
but
get
like, to have
latency
any
with-
latency.
you
No,
only get
I know your
latency
team.
with frame gen. Like upscaling, like that's that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was referring to like because majority of the time people use FSR4 for like to help also with the frame gen because it is a lot smoother with FSR4 compared to FSR3.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with FSR though that a lot of people don't realize is if you're on a 1080p monitor, it's pointless to use.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Mhm.
It's only you should only use it if you're 1440 and up because it'll just bog down your system.
Because
Yeah.
1080p is specifically rendering with the CPU. Like it's all CPU based. It's not really GPU. Like GPU's bottlenecking at 1080 if you're above like a 6800 XT.
Yeah.
And they absolutely, Jesus, they absolutely do Abyss,
Mm-mm-mm.
100%.
Speaking of 1080p, real quick, I just got my ultra widescreen 1440p, the same as Echelon's. So I'm excited to
Yay.
install it.
Well, I'm going to
Copycat.
cheat here since he brought this up, the FSR thing, and I had a topic that kind of relates to it.
Okay.
I'm just going to cheat and do my next topic. AMD is finally getting or pushing HDMI 2.1 support
Ah. Yeah.
Oh,
on the
that's
open driver.
awesome.
So those that are using HDMI are going to finally get higher resolution, higher refresh rates.
It's about freaking
'Cause-
time.
The HDMI, whatever the company that handles HDMI, I forget, Open HDMI maybe, they were worried that their code would get out
I hope it
if they just put it in there, which I mean seems like a lot of people don't realize, but devs don't like you using their code and companies
Yeah.
don't like you using their code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least for those AMD users that are still using HDMI, that combined with FSR4, that's a huge win in the
That is a
AMD
win.
realm.
Tony,
Oh,
tell me
yeah.
this if you know this, but I recently just updated my kernel, and I use a second monitor with HDMI, and I've never had it like say like above 60 hertz before, but now like after this update, I don't know if it's like in correlation with what you're saying, like if it's out yet, but I can now hit 140. Like it's giving me the option to do
I think
140
that
hertz.
was mainly a Wayland issue
Oh,
for the
okay.
most part.
Because even on like
Yes.
Windows, I never have that option for that monitor. But
Well,
like
did you check
on-
recently after?
Yeah, I checked recently, and it's still
Because they're
at
just
60.
prepping this. It's not out yet.
But on Linux, it's at 143 hertz, and it does feel a lot smoother. And it's because
They're
it's
not
I have
crazy.
a 144 hertz monitor, and I've never been able to hit 60 with the HDMI or 144 with the HDMI that I have, and now it does. So I was just like wondering if that
At
was
what
like also
resolution?
the case. 1080p.
Uh,
Yeah,
So
it's,
you're
it's
we're
just
second
a
talking
slide
above
monitor.
1080p
Above
the-
1080p.
for the
Okay.
2.1.
Oh, okay. It's weird because I've never seen it. It even like in KDE it would only just go to 60 hertz. So that's why I was like, huh.
Yeah.
keep talking
Well, that
about your
was mainly
topics. I'm gonna go
Wayland.
take a piss.
Nah.
Okay,
for
piss
letting us know.
boy.
We really needed that information, Finley.
Right.
Well, I think it's Knight's topic anyway.
Yeah,
He's the only one left on the wheel.
Okay. Damn it. I wanted Finley to talk to me about because he recently just did a video on it too. This is regarding to wait, are we gonna talk about it now or take a quick break? Wait for him to come back.
no, go ahead.
So
I doubt it takes him that long.
hi guys, my name is Knight. I've been wanting to do this topic since the first podcast, so that's why it's gonna feel a little old and outdated. But so LMG a while ago made a part 1 of like their revisiting Linux video, and I just when I watched that video, I also want to like know your guys' like opinions on it and like what he did. I didn't watch the second video yet. I wanted to do a live reaction myself and to like record myself and upload it. So no spoilers on that if you've seen it, but I can't believe I'm more upset at the fact that like this guy is like one of the biggest tech, YouTubers right now in the world, and he didn't bring any Linux experience, YouTuber like how Gamer Nexus did when he was talking about like how they're going to do their Linux like video on performance and all of that and what Linux to use. They actually brought in a guy who knows everything about, well, not everything, but you know, a lot about Linux more than they did.
He's one
And
of
what
the
did
goats.
Linus do? He used OpenAI to ask him what distro should he use, and that just really bothered me. Like,
Well, I think you're mistaking tech guy for content creator. Well,
Right,
the other way around.
yeah, content creator, right.
He knows what he's doing, and that would get clicks.
hmm And
Yeah.
it's just about helping that guy out too, right? Because he has a lower subscriber count than Gamer Nexus, and that's what I was like thinking, like, you know, Linus could easily bring in another smaller channel and like help them get up there, but shout them out. But he didn't do that.
Yeah, I think I don't know. When it comes to Linus, like I've never really liked the guy to begin with, so my
I don't like him
opinion's
anymore
gonna
either.
It would be a little, you know, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's trying to like shit on Linux or anything like that. I just think he doesn't want to use it and doesn't really care for it. He's more focused on hardware tech than actual like
Yeah.
software side tech. He's not one of those people. He's not
Mhm.
like most tech enthusiasts. You're all over it. You're learning how to fucking set up everything.
Right.
Now there are a lot of people who are very like hardware based, and hardware is extremely cool, but so is software, and really
Software is the
that
bread and money.
hardware can't be as good as it can be
Without proper
without
software.
without proper software and without the proper operating system.
That's what I was going
Yeah.
to say. The software is how you interact with the hardware. So that excuse
Exactly.
of I don't like switching operating systems, oh, it makes me mad. Like I feel he's either acting stupid on purpose or he is stupid.
It's for
I don't-
clicks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know,
don't
but,
think
like,
he's stupid. I
still.
just think like he's ignorant in that fact that like
It freaking
Yeah.
works.
And his
I don't
whole,
think he's ignorant in anything. I think it's all an act. He knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
I think
Yep.
his whole shtick of this is what an average person would do. Like, sure,
Yeah, but he's deciding what the average person is, and he's deciding they're dumber than most people.
like I'll bet you more people are going to at least have the thought to join a Discord or go on a forum.
Or
Than
watch
to
a
use
YouTube
AI.
video.
Yeah, like a lot of people are going to watch a YouTube video. I can't tell
Hell,
you
go
how
on
many
Reddit.
people have commented on some of my Linux channel videos asking me what to use. Like, and I just started.
Yeah.
People,
I wouldn't
people
say the
very.
average. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm not gonna say the average user's stupid like some content creators like to pose, but a lot of people out there just want to know how to do it. Just tell me how to do it so my stuff works.
Mhm.
Exactly.
They don't want to
Yeah.
put in the effort to learn it. Just to learn enough to get by. So it's not an
Exactly.
intelligence.
Crazy that
it's
people
not an
call,
intelligence
like
thing.
viewers stupid because it's a common sense thing. Our common sense about everything that we know about it is because we've been doing it for a while. They're just learning. They're just getting into it. So calling them stupid is like so funny to me because like they're trying to learn, but like they don't want to learn now because
Mhm.
they're like people on Reddit or like whatever. Like, are you stupid? Like you're supposed to do this. Da, da, da." Like,
That's the thing.
And
yeah.
I do think that's more of the like toxic side of Linux. Like, okay, yeah, sure. And I'm part of that too, because it really tilted me when he went with Pop OS again,
right?
especially in the situation that it is now. And
No research was done.
and the thing that really bothered me is that he, like, yes, this part of that was Pop OS's fault, 100%, because they shipped Cosmic on the LTS for no fucking reason and said nothing about it.
But he also didn't take it
100%.
serious.
100%. But the thing that makes me annoyed is they made multiple blog posts about Cosmic, about the issues with Cosmic, and
Why
why
did they bother to
pushed
release
it.
it at all on LTS is crazy.
Well, because it is technically operable, right?
But it's just
there-
a buggy one, yeah.
yeah, there's just certain things that don't work, and I think the reason they're doing it is why a lot of companies do this, not just, you know, Linux side. They want a broader range of people to report bugs,
Right. Right.
so they don't have to look for it for themselves because they're lazy. I'm not defending Pop OS at all, but I think Linus's decision was ignorant and very like, you could have tried something completely different, which I think he ends up doing anyways, but still at the end of the day, there's got to be some shift where you got to realize that the people that you're talking to are not dumbasses, and a good chunk of, like, there are some idiots out there. There's a lot of idiots out there. I'm not saying that everybody's intelligent. But
No, I get
I'm-
it, but I think there's a lot more intelligent, understanding people than really tech illiterate. You know what I mean? Like tech illiterate people won't ever even see his channel or whatever. What annoyed me the most about his thing though is he didn't even take the challenge seriously. He installed
all.
it at a LAN where there's people waiting for him to play, and now because it doesn't work properly right away, something that he hasn't used in 4 years, now he's gonna say Linux is causing issues for him. Like, dude, of course it will if you put yourself in a freaking situation where you can't do things properly.
Yeah, you don't, like, dude, for me, I'm sure Tony remembers, it took me like almost a month to land where I wanted to when it came to Linux. I was
It's been
fed up
3
with
years and I
Windows.
still don't know.
Well, I think you're just having fun at this point, Finley.
Yeah, I
You're
I know
just
my
in
place
that
truly, but-
mindset of, oh man, there's this new cool shit coming out. I gotta try it.
Yeah.
And you're
Look
just
at all
locked
these
in on that.
flavors. I gotta try them all,
Yeah.
which
Exactly.
is really good.
Which fruit do you
you
like
just wanna
more?
t-
How do you
you
know
just
if you
wanna-
only tried one?
You just want to
Exactly.
taste the rainbow. I get it.
Oh, no.
Okay, buddy.
No, no, no,
What
no,
are
no,
we
no.
talking
Don't,
about
no,
Skittles
do not
for?
put me
That's
alongside
insane.
that of saying no.
That is insane.
No.
Speaking of which, I do want to try Fedora. I think I'm ready to give Fedora
It's cool.
a shot.
It's cool. You have to use it very differently from Arch, but at the same time, apparently the Terra repositories are as good, if not sometimes better than the AUR. Crazy. So,
The whole reason I've stuck with Arch, the whole reason I've stuck with Arch this long is because there's a lot more information about it, and there is a, like, the AUR is fucking massive.
yeah.
And all the repos are huge. Whenever I look at Fedora, like, I made a video on Fedora a few weeks, well, about a month ago now. And just looking at how they even set up their repos for you to traverse hurt my brain. Like, I don't know, but I do want to give it a shot because I hear that it is very stable.
It's very great.
and
One suggestion I have for a jump into Fedora, and I know that at least 2 out of the 3 of you will cringe when I say this, but embrace Flatpaks. It'll make your life a lot easier with Fedora.
It's-
and I'm not
I'm-
saying
I'm 50-50
I'm not
with
saying
it.
go for
Yeah.
Flatpak on everything.
Great. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
on some applications, like
Just certain things that don't matter. Like if you have to use the Obsidian Flatpak over a regular package, which I think they have one anyway, but like stuff like that, it's fine. Don't do Flatpak Steam.
Right. Yeah, obviously. It's a lot, but I mean, it's Flatpak, like Discord was like a good thing at the time, right? Because it was like more not stable.
Well, that was the official
right
one
way
they
to like
wanted
get
you
it
to
on.
use.
Yeah.
yeah.
But to close off my topic, I just wanted to bring up the fact that like Linus is this big YouTuber. In my opinion, he didn't do it right. He didn't do it really justice. He brought it up. He brought up Linux, awesome, but he didn't bring the Linux community into it. He used AI to get majority of his stuff going, and it was just, I get that he was trying to do it in a way that like he would consider other people like would do it, but I think like regular people getting into Linux would either ask a friend, watch YouTube, or use a Discord, community to figure it out.
Yeah.
To talk to real people. And
I
like,
really. Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
Good.
And I was just wanted to bring up the like, so me and Finley, and he recently made a video about, converting your friends to Linux or like convincing them to use Linux. I have gotten 4 of my friends, Vanny, Geeky, Psyche, and Dory. And Finley was one of the people talking to Dory to get, they were talking about it. And they all are on Linux now. And they are not by any means tech savvy people at all. And they wipe their Windows drives. And they have Linux as their main OS. And they have like Windows just for like those anti-cheat games, which is like 200 gigs partitioned. And they can't use Windows. Like Vanny has been having so much like issues with Windows, but as soon as she's on Linux, she's just flying. And like I like, if you guys are watching this and you've never tried Linux before, I recommend it. Try it.
Just try it. Yeah.
Echelon said, and Tony, go with Fedora because it's a little bit more stable now, and there's a shop, right? There's the Flatpak shop where you don't even need to use the terminal technically. So
But don't be afraid of the terminal.
don't be
be
afraid
The
of the
terminal is a beautiful and wonderful thing. I actually got one of my coworkers on Linux recently,
Mhm.
and he is loving using the terminal.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
he feels
they-
gross when he actually converted his work computer. And I don't know if our boss is gonna be too happy about it.
Oh, come on.
But we converted our work computers to Linux and got everything working.
awesome.
yeah.
As long as he doesn't say anything, I think we'll
Um,
be in the clear.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, even on Windows, you can use a terminal if you want. So if you want to try stuff, look for commands and such, you can play around in the terminal on Windows to practice if you want. But
Or just-
like Knight said, you don't have to. Not anymore.
I think your best bet is to just
try it.
go in.
Yeah.
Just dive in, give it a try, and I'm sure any of us here would be more than happy to help you.
I would love.
It's literally my
you're-
life's work right now is helping people.
Yeah.
with-
And as a new person, if you do join a Discord community and people start giving you crap, find another community. There's
Yeah.
plenty
Yeah.
of them out there.
Yep.
Don't deal with the
And now I rarely like talking about my own shit like this, but my Discord, very great for that. And that's the whole
Very,
point of
very
it.
helpful. Yeah.
It's if there's any toxicity, there's no second chance you're gone. So you know that you're in a safe spot. So yeah. If you want, it's somewhere.
And that's okay, Abyss. I mean, we're not saying fully convert. Now,
Yeah,
somebody
like,
like a lot of us.
I use Windows and Linux. I use Windows for games that don't work on Linux. That's the majority of like the anti-kernel shit games, But I only find myself on Windows when I'm streaming those games, and realistically, like it's only like 3 days of the week I'm like really on Windows. So it's like, it sucks because it's only for like those games. And
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Abyss. That's freaking
yeah,
awesome.
that's the main thing. It's just, I just really wish those games worked on Windows. There is workarounds and stuff, like you could play it on a console, and whatever. But a lot of people don't want to pay for online multiplayer and stuff. And I get that.
Yeah.
There's two mindsets, right? Now, I'm on the extreme. For me, if the game doesn't support Linux, it doesn't exist to me.
Yeah.
Now, that is very hard for a lot of people to just give up a game. Like if you play Call of Duty or Fortnite or something like that, that can be hard to give up. I understand that. I'm not saying change the way you live and change the way you play with your friends. I'm just
Yeah.
saying give Linux a try and just roll with it. If you end up having to use both, use both.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise you, once you use Linux and give it a fair shot and get through that initial hurdle, you will be 10 times happier on Linux than you will be on Windows.
Like
Once
my
you
friend,
get over the hump of transitioning into Linux and using it for a while, you will start to notice all the flaws and everything wrong
Yep.
with Windows.
And that's what happened to me.
100%.
that's what happened with Dory. So Dory's experience, real quick, was she was having like a little bit issue with Windows. So like she, moved over to Linux, And then she went back to Windows to play Val, and she was going insane. She couldn't even change her cursor the way that she wanted, and she was like, "I need to fucking delete this. I need to get rid of Windows. This is driving me insane."
And
Yeah.
the way you change it is so annoying too.
Yeah,
Like-
that's why that was making her really, because she riced the hell. You guys seen her setup? She riced the hell
And
out of her KDE.
I
and-
all I did was show
oh my
her like the
gosh.
basic things, like the settings and stuff, but all
Mhm.
of that was on her own by exploring.
And they don't like coding and stuff or whatever, right? They don't like doing anything in the terminal. But now they are in the terminal. They are doing shit, and it
They're
only
probably
took
in the
them 3
terminal as we
days.
speak.
Yep. Like Psyche's never touched the terminal even in Windows, right? Now she like knows what PowerShell is, and she like can customize stuff and write stuff. And she one time she was like, "Man, I want to play Valorant, but I really don't want to switch right now. I don't want to reboot my computer." And I was just like, "Yep, that's the first step. Is like, not wanting to reboot your computer. Just stay on Linux and just play a game that's already available to you."
Yeah. Now, one last question before we close off Knight's topic here. What helped more users switch in your guys' opinion? Linus Tech Tips series or PewDiePie?
PewDiePie. 100%.
Tony, what do you think?
I don't watch either of them. I could care less.
Damn. All right. Well, I agree.
I think Linus definitely like pushed, to be honest. Like, I know a lot of people watch that PewDiePie video. That's the video that pushed me and Echelon to use Hyperlin, because we're like, if this goober can use Hyperlin, we can use Hyperlin too.
Mhm.
And I've been
No.
using it ever since too.
Right. And I think realistically Linus did push that, because he, as much as like I hate to admit it, he is one of those YouTubers that like get people started and then they start to not like him because they realize like he is kind of like he's just a clickbaity YouTube channel for tech. It's not really real tech tips. It's like just fun. It's for fun. And that's
It's
when they
random
go over to
bullshit,
Gamer
yeah.
Nexus or like, people like that. So yeah,
Well-
I think like Linus Tech Tips realistically helped a lot, getting people to know at least about Linux.
Well, do you want to know?
And Chris
Out
Titus's
of-
tools for Windows are awesome.
Oh
Abyss.
yeah.
But I
Oh my
will
gosh,
say,
it
Abyss, before you hop back to Windows, try dual booting.
Or
And just put the things that you need on Windows and then use both. You don't
Or
have to
here-
give up either or.
hear me out. Fully delete Linux. Just try using full-on Windows for a week, and I'm telling you, you will not survive. You'll hate it. But what I was gonna say was, out of like, I get a bunch of comments on my video saying I switched to Linux. Let's go. That kind of stuff. I will say that I think a bit more than half of those users say it's because of PewDiePie's video. And then there's another section of comments where they're saying, I don't know about Linux though. LTT's experience scared me. I have not gotten a single comment saying LTT made me switch.
That is true.
The only one I've gotten is, I don't think I'm going to. LTT's experience scared me. That's why I'm
That's
mad.
why you shouldn't listen to people like him.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
If you need Linux tips, your better bet's to search for somebody that has like
Email
I don't know.
Linus Torvalds at that point.
a couple
Yeah.
thousand subscribers or something.
Go ahead and subscribe to Tony.
Without
he's
the
like one of the
without
he's
the
a Linux god
flashy-
to me.
Thumbnails. Like don't fall for the YouTube trap,
Yeah.
because you'll just get nonsense.
Yeah, like Tony's channel right now, his current videos help a lot more than LTT's, so you should go check him out.
Yeah, 100%.
All of them.
All of them. all 160 times 0 of them.
Yes. Just join one of our Discords. You'll get more help in there than you will on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can
And we
get
can guide you what to watch on YouTube.
And,
and
dude,
if you've been on the Minima Linux GitHub, our Discord's there if you would like to hop in.
Yeah.
I don't be on Discord though, so
Which we did update for Lua. There, I mentioned Lua. You happy
Like-
now?
Like, is will the script app apply Lua stuff now, or is
No,
it?
right
No,
now it's
not right
in its
now.
own separate folder because I'm not forcing it until it's forced by Hyperland.
Mhm.
I
'Cause I
am
probably
think
messed
that would
something
just
up,
be
but
it.
when I tried doing that, nothing was working. Everything was broken.
Well, you
Well,
have
you
to
have to
swap out
reboot.
the. Yeah, you have to swap out all the
The
config
stuff to
files with
Lua.
the Luas, then reboot. Because basically, Hyperland has two modes right now:
Yeah.
Lua mode and Conf mode.
I'll do that. I'll do that soon. I'm getting like, although I just did a video saying that I'm not tired of KDE, the truth is I am. I miss Hyperland, so I'm gonna do that.
KDE's fine. It just gets boring after like.
No,
week.
but I miss it, dude. Like, I miss wasting 5 minutes every 10
I
minutes
think
just
I
opening
miss
terminals
my
all the
life.
time.
I just
See-
like the workspaces. I know
Same.
that's such a stupid thing, but
No, I
one,
don't
the
think
auto
it's stupid at
tiling
all.
is wonderful, and two, I can have like my streaming like chat workspace, then I have my reading workspace, then I have my editing workspace, and I can
It's
just cycle between
so
all of them.
Convenient. It
in
is so
a button.
nice. Right.
You know?
Super 4, Super 5.
And I just
Super
realized how
V.
much I missed Hyperland by doing this stream. I was like okay with it because I only had like one or maybe two windows at a time. It would be like Discord and the game on the main monitor. But now
Mhm.
it's like I have YouTube chat, I have Twitch chat, I have OBS, and all that manual finicky. I couldn't do it, man. It was ugh.
So like for me, I have like 4 monitors in my KDE setup, which is
Wow.
fine. Like I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with KDE like on my computer, like my desktop. But on my laptop, I cannot use KDE. I need Hyperland.
Yeah.
Like,
Or at
I
least GNOME at that point.
absolutely need
I
it.
think for laptops, GNOME is really, really good.
GNOME
If
is
you want
really
desktop
good for laptop.
environment.
They even
Yeah.
have like the little gestures on the
Yeah,
trackpad,
that's
but
why I
you
love
can
it
do
so
on
much.
Hyperland too. You can add the gestures to work on Hyperland for your laptop. But I could not like not use Hyperland. I need it in like, especially with the laptop. It's made for that. It's awesome. It's really good for a desktop too. But I just prefer it on like a laptop. I use VR, and I was having like really weird. Maybe it might be fixed with the Lua update, but I was just having so much issues with my full body setup, and I couldn't get things to run. It would do like a weird like, it would flash me into VR, and then it would flash me to like a flat screen, and I was just getting flashbanged, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this.
Hmm.
It would because what it would happen is like it would go to the VR like app, and then it would, because it treats the VR headset as a monitor, right? And so it would then switch back to Steam as like a monitor layout, like a regular screen, and it would just be fully blown up in my face. And I'm like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks.
That's not nice.
What do you mean? He just said cool story. Fuck you.
Are we ready for the next
Spin
cycle?
that wheel.
Le prochain sujet.
Finley.
Me
Let's
again?
go.
Okay, this is not really a news topic. This is more of a story time. So I spent 15 hours with night trying to install frickin' Windows. Okay, I had no sleep that night. But
Terribly sorry.
one really cool thing I did at the same time was install CachyOS on my Steam Deck just for fun. I was a bit skeptical of it. I was like, "Oh, is the support gonna be good?" And well, it runs so much better than SteamOS. Like a whole lot better. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I can customize the desktop the way I need it to. Just like on my desktop. It's wonderful. I can have the Linux 7 kernel, which is wonderful. I have access to the VRAM packages management, which made my games run so much smoother. Now, at the sacrifice of some battery usage and maybe long-term stability or somewhat, I have no regrets. it's the exact same experience, but better so far. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
You forgot to mention he installed it by accident on the SD card.
I
first,
also accidentally installed it in a micro
and it was
SD
still
card that I
running
had
better than
inside,
the SteamOS,
and it
on the
still
SD.
ran better than SteamOS.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I was like, no, but because at some point I tried launching a game and it completely like reset, and I was like, oh, maybe it is unstable. So I restarted it, and the game mode between SteamOS and CashioOS is the same thing. So I didn't notice anything at first, but when I hopped into the desktop mode, I was like, wait a minute, this was my previous setup, and I was on SteamOS, and I was like, oh fuck, I have both now, which honestly was cool. But I wanted the full performance to see how much better it was, and well, yeah. I'm at the point where I can have the exact same setup on my Steam Deck, just like on my desktop.
That's awesome.
It's freaking sweet.
It is wonderful.
So yeah,
I enjoy
I
it
wish
quite
the
a bit.
Legion Go could boot from the SD card slot. It
Yeah.
doesn't support that.
and at the same time, I learned that I could allocate more VRAM instead of having more RAM. I'm on the
he was
Linux,
on the 1 gig VRAM, like how you were Echelon when before I told you to go
and
into the
games still
BIOS and
ran
change it.
amazing, which is like
Mhm.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it will automatically allocate the RAM that it needs for a game, so you don't technically need to set it to 4 gigs.
I don't care. I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Linux 7.0.6-2 CashioOS Decify kernel. So that's the only difference, really. But
It's a
yeah,
higher kernel than the SteamOS. I think it's like what 611,
612.
612. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I can use the terminal the exact same way as on a desktop. I can install Kava. I can install BTOP. I can have fast fetch boot up every time automatically. It's wonderful.
Cool story,
It's
bro.
just the very first thing I did was put CashOS when I got my Steam Deck.
Really, you didn't even
So-
give a chance to SteamOS?
That was when
Nope.
I was on CashOS KDE on my desktops. I was like,
Dude, I
I'm just
remember when
gonna-
he got that. One of his close friends got it for him, and like the first thing he did, but when he opened it, like I was there for that, was straight. He didn't
I
even go
even
to
bait the
SteamOS.
bitch.
He straight up booted it into the live cache environment and installed cache. He didn't even give SteamOS a chance.
That's crazy, man. I
And
would
then
have
the
at least
best
given
part,
it a try.
He just moved his entire setup. Like he just bang. Like he configured it the same. He had live wallpaper engine running on SteamOS or CashOS. It was insane, bro. Like
I loved it so much, and I have not reinstalled it since. Like,
yep, it's been CashOS the entire time that he's had it. It's been
Wow.
like what, almost 2 years now? Almost 2 years. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
been a
been 2
year.
years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really funny.
I love
Yeah,
the
the
thing too.
The only thing I've noticed is the battery is a little, like, the battery management is not,
Check the new update,
screen.
like because
But-
I think they just fixed that. 'cause
but they
now
probably,
my
if they
battery's
fix that, it
awesome.
doesn't surprise me. There's probably things I can adjust on my own end, too.
Yeah,
Um,
because
And we're
my
in an
battery
ad
was
break.
pretty bad, but it's good now.
But that's not to say I'm not saying SteamOS sucks. Okay, I still love it. It's like I remember getting the Steam Deck the day before I went on the plane. That experience was heavenly. Like I couldn't believe it. I had a computer in the palm of my hands. It was
SteamOS is
insane.
great. It's great.
It's great, and for most people, it would probably be better than running CashOS, honestly, because people getting this want it to just work no matter what, and SteamOS offers that. Cashy, I can't tell you that for sure.
I can. I've
Yeah,
had zero
well,
problems.
Yeah,
I,
all right.
I have no problems now. I've had a lot of issues with Bazite, which is crazy.
Bazite sucks. I'm just gonna say it. It's not a good
But
distro.
like with the new 4.4 update, right? The Fedora 44, supposedly it's supposed to be better, but it's
I've tested it. It's not that much better.
yeah, CashOS is leagues better than that experience. But I mean, Bazite's an immutable, so it's supposed to be what it is, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's just immutable can be advantageous if
Mhm.
there's a specific reason you want immutable, but it's not.
I
Stop
feel
recommending it to
like-
beginners. That's all
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
say.
it shouldn't be a recommendation to beginners, which is so funny because I was gonna bring that up. You should know stuff about Linux and all that, and then use Bazite because you know what Bazite is and you don't want anything to change, you just want it as like a semi console or whatever for like your TV and like your home setup. And
Nobara
it shouldn't be
HTPC.
like a main, like, yeah, it shouldn't be like a main distro for your like work and stuff or like what you want to use. Like you're not learning anything. It's just
Just
it's
install Fedora.
right.
Start recommending everybody install Arch Linux.
Yep.
Arch or Fedora, those are the two I will
I'll
always
I'll say it. I think for a beginner, it would be much less mind-boggling to have Arch than Bazite.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
Probably.
if you learn Arch, it's everything else is so much easier.
Like Arch it's intimidating at first, but Bazite, what they do is they lure you in, go, you see, this is easy and stuff, and then as soon as you try to do something, or like, oh fuck, no, this is immutable, can't do that, we gotta do this thing,
Yep.
and it might work half the time, and half the time it won't, and you have to figure out another thing,
And as a new user, that's just going to confuse the crap out of a person.
and then go back to Windows.
Yep.
Yep. There's a bunch of people on my server who have joined and are saying this is my second attempt at Linux and it's a lot better ever since you recommended me something else than Bazite. Bazite scared me away. Fuck.
I would honestly, and you can cringe again, I would
Flatpak.
recommend Mint before I recommended an immutable to
I
somebody.
agree. I agree.
Because Mint might have its issues, but at least you can do stuff with it.
And depending on your hardware, it might not be as bad.
If you are, I will say this: if you are on an x87 architecture motherboard or like anything
X86.
higher,
Oh wait, X870.
X870, like not avoid it, but like just keep that in mind that it might not work. Because with my motherboard, the Ethernet doesn't work. Like some things won't work. Power management doesn't work. I don't know if they probably fixed it by now, but like that was about a year ago when I tried Mint on my current hardware. So if you're on current, maybe like newer high-end hardware, maybe try to like stay away from it. Maybe try CashOS, or like like don't try, what is that, Manjaro? Don't try Manjaro.
No. Don't do that.
Don't do that. But try CashOS. Try like Fedora. Just do Fedora.
But
If you have older motherboards and stuff like hardware, like DDR4 stuff, yeah, Mint is actually pretty fun.
I mean,
Not gonna
even
lie.
on new hardware, okay. My dad, who was running Linux Mint at first, like I keep saying I have problems with Mint, right? But my dad, all he's saying is it's the best Linux experience I've had.
Yeah,
He tried Fedora
Mint is really
first.
good.
He retried Fedora first, and he said he had issues with it. He went to Mint, which was something he knew already because he tried it 15 years ago, and he had an amazing time. Even in gaming, he was like, "It's so much smoother than Windows. It's incredible." And I'm like, "Huh?" But yeah, depending on the people, Mint is the answer.
Yeah,
It's a good
I
place
think
to
Mint is really
start.
good.
You're just not going to stay there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Are we ready to spin that wheel?
Spin
that wheel.
that
You must.
wheel.
I
Wait,
just
don't
drink
like
a
the
whole
wheel
Gatorade
edition,
in
Tony?
one sip.
Because it's you.
Okay,
We-
for my topic, we're going to discuss distros for beginners.
Oh, it's done. Okay, next part.
No. The only other thing I really had, I mean, there was a half mention of this Penguin burner for NVIDIA GPU users. It basically lets you auto undervolt your GPU, but I'm just mentioning it. If people want to look into it, find out, just be careful. It's AI coded. That was just my warning on that. But also, the actual topic along the same lines of AI is Fedora last week voted to allow AI related tools and applications, but they've now pulled that back. They're re-reviewing it, and they're going to vote again next week because apparently there was a huge backlash from the community.
Apparently.
I wonder why.
I don't know,
I don't know.
but I don't know. I know we already kind of talked about it. It goes with what we were talking about earlier, but I just don't want these tools in distros.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so avoid Ubuntu
I-
because that's what they're doing,
Yeah.
and even
Well,
worse
they might
probably.
pull it back too. I don't
Ah,
know. We'll see what
eh.
happens.
No.
But
Well, I guess I'm not using Fedora.
They say Ubuntu is like the
No.
Windows of Linux, right? And it's starting to show.
Well,
the way
yeah,
things are.
they've always kind of had that reputation.
Yeah.
I liked it. Free
Hello,
snaps,
Dex
it
Mex
worked.
Tex.
It was fine. But we weren't gaming as much as we are now, so I find Ubuntu, plain Debian, all of them just kind of pointless at this point. They're not offering anything.
I tried Ubuntu a long time ago. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. And I haven't tried it recently. I don't think I ever like of all the distros I would touch, I think Debian would never be one of them. I've just heard I don't know. I don't like the idea of Debian.
I remember excuse
There's
me.
just no appeal to it for me.
That was the first distro that I got into was Ubuntu. And it was on a small 2 gigabyte netbook made by Acer. And it was pretty good. It was a cool little machine. It was back when Windows 8 was just releasing, and I didn't want to use Windows 8. And I was like I don't know how old I was. I need to look up the year when Windows 8 was releasing, but I think I was like close to like 10 or 11. And I just like look back at that time and I'm like, damn, like even Little Knight didn't want to deal with Windows shit.
Little Knight.
Yeah. I went
Windows 8
from
was tiling like a really weird operating system. It did not coming from Windows 7, excuse me, to Windows 8. It just did not look good.
That was back in the time when it was X Day and not X Night.
It was always X Night, but right on.
All right.
dude, I don't know. That might be the only like I liked Windows 8. I don't know, that's a hot take.
It's not. There's a lot of people.
It was,
I-
it was okay. It's
I
just I,
thought
didn't
it
like
was-
the ads. That was what bothered me.
Yeah, the ads are actually why I tried Mint at the time because I was really tired of every time I pressed the Windows key, I couldn't find any of my fucking applications, and it was
Yeah.
bothering me to hell and back. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good, bro. And then I used Mint, and all I did was play Minecraft at the time, so I was fine.
I think I was it came out in October 2012. So I was 13 years old when Windows 8 came out. So that's when I installed Ubuntu for the first time. That's when I made the switch.
Wait, when did Windows 8 come out?
2012, October 26.
I will say about Mint, it gave me it was a fun first impression because
I was 10 years old.
Yeah, during all of my childhood and such, it was always Windows versus macOS. I always used both, but I was always liking to compare both of them and stuff. But I always knew there's this obscure third option called Linux, and I had no idea what it was and such, blah blah blah. So the first time I installed Mint on the computer and the first time I touched it, and I was like, dude, I am using the thing I never knew about before. And I was like, this is cool, you know? And then there's the Mint stuff that catches up to you.
After Ubuntu, I went to Mac because I went to a private school and they gave us free MacBook Airs. And that was like my whole journey until I turned 18 and I got a PC. And then that's when I started using Windows 10, was when I got a PC. I was on Mac the entire time until I became an adult.
I am old.
Is it a hot take to say I prefer Windows 11 over 10? I hated 10. I hated 10 so much.
I don't know. I had a lot more issues on 10, so not really, that's fair. I just don't like Windows 11's philosophy.
No, I don't like it either, but I also didn't like 10's philosophy, and I didn't like the way 10 looked. It just ugh.
10 was
I know
just
people
Windows
always
8's
jump back
desktop.
to the whole XP thing.
Mm.
I don't know. I think 7 was the best balance.
I loved 7 so much.
And
I
then
love the
after
Vista.
7, it just fell apart. Like 10 was it was an improvement over Vista and 8, but 7 was still better.
Yes.
Windows 10 is the proof that you should never trust anybody because they said that Windows 10 was the last operating system and they'll just update it forever. That was a lie.
It's like your
Sure
girlfriend saying, "That's the
was.
last guy I sleep with, I promise."
Oh my god.
He's just a friend.
He's just a friend, I promise.
he's just a friend. He's gay.
How have we gone, dude? That's the exact thing. Oh my god.
Because you brought it up. What do you?
No,
mean
I know, but that's
get
the
there?
exact thing that happened to me. Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Ugh.
damn. I'm so sorry, Finley.
No, it's fine. It's
you
fine.
should ask them to switch
What
to
is
Linux and
happening
not
to
use
this
Mac OS.
podcast?
Was it night that it happened to you with? Because I mean,
What
I'm
the
sure
fuck?
someone is these
Whoa,
days.
Not until
Buddy.
August.
Ugh. Oh well. Lesson learned: never trust Asians.
What?
Damn!
Why? What are we?
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Dad, Will.
Well, guys, that was our last podcast. Hope you
It's
enjoyed it.
over.
Oh, buddy.
Oh man. All right, to the 4 viewers that watched this, no one heard that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Let's not archive this, right?
I'm just kidding.
There goes our
By the way,
sponsor.
it's a joke. Okay, we need these from time to time.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends is pretty sure is made by Tencent, so
Yeah,
oh,
Raycon's
man,
out.
There goes our sponsorship.
There
Thanks.
goes our sponsorship. Poor Obsidian. They had to go through that.
You didn't hear a word? That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
What word?
That's all good. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I think it would have been worse if I said "don't trust women." That would have been.
Was it? Oh my god. Is there anything else you want to close out with your topic, Tony? Before Finley keeps talking.
I don't even remember what my topic was at this point.
It was about Fedora
No, I
having
know.
AI in it.
No, my basic thing is I'm just tired of all the AI coded apps, all of it. Just keep it out of the. I don't use Fedora that often, but I have a soft spot for it because my first distro was Red Hat itself. So just leave my Fedora alone, please.
Yeah, I have
No
a soft
AI.
spot for it too. It was the first distro that actually made me want to full time it.
I really hope they don't do the age verification shit.
Because if
That's all I
Fedora
hope
does it,
for.
it's just going to leak into everything else. Because that's how it works.
I'm dead
Yeah.
forever.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Oh, I'm banned.
Okay, Frieza.
What? I am allowed to say that.
Why is everything frozen on my side? Oh, did I get banned?
Did you?
No, I didn't. I'm fine.
This is what
Alright.
happens when we talk
Like
about
that one
stuff.
time. All right, it's between me and Knight for the topic.
All right.
Spin
That
that
Pokeball.
Rock, paper, scissors.
wheel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God. Let me touch your skin.
What?
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. Smokes my cigarette.
All right,
Ah.
so I've got a little interesting one, and I'm actually gonna send each of you
Oh God, I'm
a
scared.
link
No.
really quick. Actually, no, just click on the channel,
Yeah,
and I
no
want
shit.
you guys to follow along with me here
Oh,
for a
God.
little, for a little second. For a little
Oh
second.
God, what is this?
Did you just send?
Why is
It's
it
in the
in the
TeamSpeak.
in the URL it says gaslighting? I'm
Because Windows 11 is gaslighting.
the gaslighting isn't a thing. That doesn't exist.
You literally just did it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I just want each of you to go to the first like scroll, right? And you'll see these blocks. I'm actually going to share my screen for
Yeah,
the viewers. So
for the viewers.
this is just a little article on everything that Windows 11 has shoved down our throats since its conception, right?
Without consent.
Without consent. So I read this at work last week, and it just really kind of like, I already hated Windows, but hearing everything all in one place over like an actual timeline really just horrified me of what the hell they've been doing. So of course, you know, Copilot is being integrated into everything, right? Your Explorer, your Notepad, all your
Oh,
widgets,
God.
snippy
GitHub.
tools.
Seeing the Windows
everything.
recall is so disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then them killing almost every method to bypass local accounts because
Don't
they.
skip that middle one. That paying almost $200 for an added.
I know. I just
Ugh.
wanted to get to this one first. I want people to get hit in the chest with some of this. So yeah, now you're kind of fucked here because I mean there are still some methods to do it, but you need an old ISO to do this and not connected to the internet. So if you're doing it in a VM, there's a command line you have to do to disconnect your internet, but they've made it very difficult to where the average user, you're pretty much screwed and you just got to sign in.
They
with
don't see the
a
option. They're just
Microsoft
not
account.
gonna bother.
There's workarounds, but it's a pain, and I know because I have to do it almost every day at work. Now, update KB 503, not listen to the whole thing, in April injected promoted ads into the start menu, lock screen, settings, file explorer, and notifications. So the second you power on your computer, the very first thing you're going to see isn't your name, but weather and ads.
Yeah.
The second you log into your computer and want to go into your settings or go into your file explorer or go into anything, guess what? There's fucking ads on your desktop. The second you log in. Now, the next piece that I want to go to, or skipping to the bottom, setting allow telemetry to 0 on home or pro gets silently overridden to 1. Only enterprise editions can actually disable it. Knight, go over the next 3.
Oh my god. I'm just okay. So
Ad break.
Ad break.
ad break. Should we just wait for the ad break?
Yeah, let's wait for the ad break.
Which
Fucking
one do
ads.
you want me to do? The last 3?
The one thing I
You
will
could
say
choose
though
3
about
of
this
these.
Windows thing that's on here, how it says 139 plus ads. Who the hell's paid for Windows since Windows 8? I've been
I have a
I've been
chunk of
riding the
people.
same CD key. I upgraded to 8 free, then upgraded to 10 free, then upgraded to 11 free.
I
Are
have
people
done the
still
same too.
paying for Windows?
People who buy new laptops or desktops, they also pay for the license.
They pay,
Right.
yeah, it's like part of the computers. That's
oh,
why-
okay.
That's
you
why when
buy
you get
those, like,
that's why when you get like a framework laptop or like a Lenovo thing, like that's another topic I wanted to talk about. But the thing is, those laptops are always more expensive if you want to bundle it with Windows. But now you see the options with Linux, like it comes with Ubuntu or Fedora or whatever.
We recently
They're
got a
cheaper.
Lenovo ThinkPad. I threw Fedora on it. That thing is flying.
Yeah.
Nice little system.
Are we through the ad break yet?
I don't know. I
These
subbed.
Twitch people.
I'm just gonna assume that we are. So the last 3. The thing with Edge is that even though like it's default, you cannot uninstall it, and even if you were to uninstall it, it breaks the entire OS. Like you need Edge to work with Xbox. You need it to work with the Windows Store, and all of those services is what's required for game and all of that shit, like gamepad support. And it's just so scummy.
Imagine your
It's
OS
so
being
bad.
so held up by duct tape. You need Edge for things to work.
Well,
And
they
that's the
built it-
thing. If you
they built it
manually
around it,
try
right?
and uninstall Edge, it breaks
It
plenty
breaks
of services.
everything in Windows 11, man. It requires Edge. It even,
Windows
even
12
in...
is just going to be Linux.
Thanks for the follow, Zayla. I appreciate it.
Hey, welcome in, Bibs.
Thanks for the
Zayla.
follow, Fefla.
So, and then you have allow telemetry to 0 on Home Pro, gets silently overridden to 1. Only Enterprise editions can actually disable it. I did not know that.
Yeah, I just
That
went
is
over that.
actually disgusting. You don't even own your operating system at that point. That
Nope.
is like the bare minimum of like what you could do like for yourself.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to telemetry, what they mean by that is pretty much all the information that you like, anything that you do has telemetry, right? So,
Yeah.
if you're browsing on Firefox, browsing on Google,
It's all
whatever
stored and
documents you're-
saved.
everything. Like in one of my Linux videos, I went over this for like a tiny section. Windows is constantly sending your information everywhere,
Well, let's
all
not
over the
for-
place.
And let's not forget those Windows users that are playing certain games on Epic Game Launcher, because you have Windows
Or
telemetry,
Riot, Vanguard.
Epic's telemetry, plus the game the game itself's telemetry. So people wonder why performance isn't what it should be.
Right.
It's because all of this shit is constantly monitoring everything.
I want
that
you guys
do.
to think about this for a second. You have a translation layer called Proton that literally should, theoretically be slower than a native version of the game running on the operating system, but that is not the case because of how much bloat there is on Windows. That Linux is surpassing in FPS and 1% lows on a translation layer. That is insane to think about. It's really
The ne-
sad too.
Next one
It's not
is
sad, it's-
e-waste.
Yeah.
just-
This is the thing that breaks my heart the most is the fact that you need a TPM 2.0 in order to install Windows. Otherwise, it will not work.
Freaking
And
e-waste.
so much e-waste is. I'm an advocate for e-waste. Like I'm a environmentalist at heart, and that's why I love Linux so much because you can install
It's
shit on
saved.
older hardware, right?
You know the amount of people I've talked to who said they threw their computer in the dumpster because Windows 11 wouldn't work on it?
It's so
I
ridiculous.
can't tell you how many PCs I replaced when Windows 11 came out. Like when it initially came out and we were transitioning over the course of 2 companies that I've worked for. The first company that I worked for, I think it was upward of around 700 computers that we had to recycle.
Oh,
And then this company that I'm at now, just between 2 locations, we had I think it was about a yard of crates. I couldn't even count them all.
Crazy.
Full of
It
computers.
sounds like it was almost a plan to jumpstart the economy of computers and hardware and stuff.
Right.
yeah, possibly.
I'm not
But
asking
here's
like
here's the other thing that's really crazy though that not a lot of people know about. You could get a physical TPM module and put it on your
yeah, you
board.
can just plug it right in. It's a physical chip.
That could have saved, like, if enough people passed around that information, I can't tell you how many people would have been
What's
perfectly fine.
crazy is that when Windows 11 was coming out, that was actually in one of the slides for Windows 11 that you could get a physical chip, but they recently took that slide out. That's nowhere to be found on the official site anymore. They just say you need a working computer that will work with or be supported with Windows 11.
Yeah,
They
I mean
don't no longer
that's
say
the
anything about the
thing,
chip.
Abyss, is when it comes to a work environment, there are security risks to skipping those requirements.
Yep.
To be honest, a TPM module is very secure, and the whole point of a TPM module is so your computer is safe when it's powered off, basically.
I'm not asking to be like a pat on the shoulder or whatever, like good deeds, but a little side hobby that I picked up for the past 5 years now is ever since like Windows 11 was making Windows 10 obsolete, was I go every like Friday after work, I would go to like a rubbish dump or Goodwill or Salvation Army, and I'd pick up whatever like computers I'd find. Even at my workplace, like they have crates of stuff that they throw away. I asked the IT guy like, hey, can I just take these home? And I actually install Mint on them, and I like give them out to charity. Like I go to churches and I'm like, hey, you can use this as like your sideshow, like, thing for like musicals or whatever, like how they have in churches, right? Like they
Mhm.
look at stuff. So I repurpose these computers that were meant to go to the waste, and I try to find homes for them. Like even like going around my community, like walking around door to door and like hey, do you need a computer? I'll just give it to them. And that's just what I've been doing for the past 5 years, because I hate the fact that all of this stuff is being wasted. And it's especially now with the RAM increases, like it's insane.
I tried doing that in my former high school, and they kept saying I wasn't allowed to, and then they went to just throw them away.
I made like the first thing I do at like my jobs is like I become really close with the IT guys, in order to have favor, right? Even at my schools, I had like his name was Nathaniel, the IT guy at my old high school, and I was like super close with him, and I would help him out with like the IT stuff, and it was it was a cool, you know, little project that I decided to work on, and I think it's mainly because I'm in Hawaii, like it's more lenient in
Mhm.
that, but it's harder to do that like in other states or, you know, countries and whatever. Like people are more anal about it.
It sucks. I hate it. I hate it.
Knight, are you ready to finish off with your last topic before we just go into the asking users if they have
Yeah,
anything they want to have us troubleshoot for them or have any questions for us?
I guess like the last topic I had was I wanted to know what has been the best, like the reason for staying on Linux. Like for me, the reason why I love it so much is just I'm free. I feel at ease. No one's like, you know, holding my hand, babying me. I don't have to worry about people watching me, and the whole thing about like, you know, people I recently came across like people saying like, what are you trying to hide? Well, it's not
Hmm.
about trying to hide anything. It's like, why is it the norm to like be open about my privacy? There's things that I don't want you to see.
Or why would
do
I
you
want
have
people making money off of my crap?
exactly? And like,
Yeah.
why would you, if you care so little about privacy, why do you have a lock at your door? Why do you have a fence? Like, who are you trying to keep out? You know, it's
Yeah.
that mentality. And it's just I'm just ever like this entire article that Echelon showed us. This is why it's just disgusting. It's so gross, and you paid for this operating system. This isn't free.
Linux is free in more ways than one. And
And I don't want to like say that it is free because a lot of people will like be like, oh, it's free, so it's shit. You know,
Oh,
they have
That was an
as
argument
well.
someone gave me. I was like, "Fuck you."
It's free, so it must be shit.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Well,
What
the
just
free
annoyed
on
me?
Linux inherently, you know, is not free price. So
Yeah,
but I think you wrapped that up nicely.
nothing
Nothing
is
is
free.
nothing is free.
I mean, you did have to purchase the parts of your computer for Linux to work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
this is true.
you could make that argument. Nothing is free, and yeah, Linux is technically not free because you put in a lot of work to make it work.
Okay, but
Yep.
what's cheaper?
Yeah, what's cheaper and
no,
what
I'm
works?
defending Linux.
Like Linux, the reason why Linux is free is because of the licensing, the licensing of what it is, the open source, right? And that's the philosophy that I love. It's liberating. That's the whole point of it,
Well, that's the free and you know the whole idea of freedom.
right?
Yeah, Abyss, I completely agree. It's absolutely nuts that they lock out personalization.
Yep.
Before
It's
you
hard coded. What the taskbar is hard coded. You can't even change where you
Yeah.
put it anymore, bro.
It's absolutely bonkers. That's the thing. Like, yes, people will say Linux is safer, Linux is better, and all this, 100%, right? But here's the thing: the more that people use it, Linux is only safer because there isn't a shit ton of people using it. So hackers aren't gonna sit there and try and put all of their shit into it, right?
Everything can catch a virus. Everything can get exploited. Mac can get a virus. Linux can.
Well,
and
it's happening. I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
there's
Linux,
vulnerabilities, and that's we're learning.
100% fluff. There are plenty of vulnerabilities that have been found in Linux and in Windows too. But I'm just saying there you have a lot more control over it when it comes to Linux. If there are vulnerabilities, I promise you, the second they're found,
They're gone.
They're either gone or somebody has found a way to remove whatever is causing that vulnerability until it is fixed. Even Ubuntu and Mint are pushing their kernels for vulnerabilities
Mhm.
daily. So that at the bare minimum gives me a peace of mind.
Yeah, and also it helps when it isn't a corporation grabbing your data too.
It's a bunch of people who just want shit to work, and I'll admit the team around some of these desktop environments are fucking nuts. I can fully understand that side of the argument.
Well, that's why
But-
this community needs to get together.
Exactly.
We need to stop stealing each other's code. We need to stop all the stupid, petty bickering in between everything. Get together and keep Linux from dying, because if the corporations get a hold of this stuff, which they're trying,
It's over.
Trying their hardest.
it's done.
Mm.
Luckily, Valve is just doing their own thing. Like they're not like a Microsoft where they're trying to take over the entire PC market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just that's
Well,
the-
maybe they are, but not for malicious reasons.
They're
that-
the only monopoly I love.
I agree.
Valve is
That's
smart.
what I was
they
gonna
were
say.
like, let's combine the PC and the console world into one.
Yep.
They were
Mhm.
just
And
They
at
were
the same
having
time,
their
make the
time.
PC world better.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
I have no problems with Valve yet. They've not done anything that I would be like, all right, you guys are out.
Yeah. I think they're the only company that I genuinely am like, yeah, fuck with you guys for real. I
Even
think
their Steam controller and like their whole 3 hardware like announcement trailer for like their new upcoming hardware, right? Like in the video, they openly state like it's an open ecosystem. Nothing about it is closed. You can use it on your Android, your iPhone, your whatever, like the controller, right? And it's just awesome. Like they want they express openness, and that's what I love about Valve.
Well, Bis brought up GOG too. You know, they're working on getting their native Linux client running, and that's
Yeah,
going to
shout
be
out to GOG.
another huge thing for
Mm.
the Linux gaming / Linux community.
I
Yeah,
love
'cause-
GOG. Their DRM is amazing.
GOG,
They
GOG.
full on support like offline mode. Like you don't need to like log in online just to verify like Sony. And it's awesome.
forever.
Forever. Yep.
Forever. and
Yeah, the
ever.
why
fact that I
GOG's
can go
good
in and just download all the installers for every game I own on GOG, that's like one of the best things. I don't know if people even
awesome.
there might even be a lot of people out there that don't know they can do that. You literally
That was
log
one of
into
the reasons
GOG
I have GOG.
on your browser. You can go into your library and download all your games.
including
back them
Xbox
up.
Game Pass.
The only reason I know this is silly, but the only reason I don't use GOG a whole lot compared to like Steam is achievements.
Oh yeah.
Am I
That's-
am I the
that's
only one here that
understandable.
really likes having a fleshed out Steam profile? Because
Dude, that is a lot of the reasons why people are buying their games, rebuying them on Steam.
Like,
Excuse me.
I don't know, bro. I have a lot of pride in my Steam account. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
It's funny
I
because
think
I
GOG is
give
integrating-
absolutely no shit about mine.
I think GOG is integrating that with Steam. I thought like they were gonna share achievements or something like that, right? I thought I heard that somewhere. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything like that, but that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's warm outside.
I'm more with
yeah.
Finley on this, that I don't really care, but the one thing I do like about the Steve achievements is when you get them
Hmm.
and it's like early in a game and you see that only 11% of the people playing the game got that achievement. And it's like, well, what are they playing? Did you just load the game and then never come back? Like, what?
Seeing people who bought it and then just never get the
Played it.
that 100% achievement is really funny to me.
I think there's one of the Dark Souls games where there's an achievement where like you only get the achievement once you've died the first time, and there's like a certain percentage where like 5% that didn't die, or yeah, I think it was even less. It's 2%. I'm like, oh, those
So-
guys are
Fluffo
Or
brought
scary.
up something I kind of
they're
wanted.
scary.
Fluffo brought up something I kind of wanted us to talk about. This is actually pretty good. So, topic for later that's coming from Fluffo. I'm curious what all you think about the superiority complex, gatekeeping, and toxicity in the Linux community. A lot of new users get stuck on something and are simply told to read the manual, which can be really discouraging.
I as much as like I hate to say it, I do agree with like you should at least skim through the wiki. I know it's like intimidating for a new user, but everything in the operating system that you need to know, majority, comes from the wiki. It's a blueprint.
And saying
know,
that
and
is
that's
fine.
what
It's
it's
just
made for.
it's just the attitude you have when you say
But
it.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
But
what I
when
was
people
gonna say
push
is
you to like, you should just read the wiki. Like they're asking you openly. Like you should be
Yeah.
able to help them right there and then. Like if it's a simple issue, you should have a simple answer, not a
It's
asshole remark.
it's
Yeah,
why I started YouTube and my Discord server. It's to
Yeah.
counter that.
I do agree
It's
with
how
that.
you
though.
go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it might be a simple answer, it might be a simple fix, but just tell the person, this is
Right.
how you fix it. Here's an article. Read through it. It'll give you even more information.
I'll
But
always
people are
respond
dicks
to
about
people
it.
like that, like
Yeah,
on
that's the thing
Reddit,
that
like, oh, you
drives
should just
me
read the
nuts.
manual or
Like-
whatever. Like, you should just okay, but if it's so simple, why don't you just answer it here and now and get it over with?
Because I
My-
don't like just giving people the answer. Whenever I give somebody the answer, I try to also add in, this is why this works. This is
Yeah.
how it works.
Yep.
And because that stuff, it translates into other things. You'll come across another issue that might seem completely different, but you're like, wait, no, the steps are kind of the same.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally how Tony taught me. Like, and I I made a whole section of my video about this dude because people like Tony are really what the Linux community should aim and strive to be.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
Feflo, what you experience, granted I'm assuming here, but if that's an experience you have went through, not everybody is like that. And I know that a lot of people have that superiority complex, and it's
a lot
absolutely
more
insane.
than
You're
what it
not
should be, which
better
is
than
sad.
somebody just because you know
Right.
something. Everybody
really
can be
sad.
taught, and you like those types of people we really need to just shun, tell them shut the fuck up, move on,
Yeah.
or something. But I completely agree. Like we need to both teach people, help them with their solutions, but give them a way to troubleshoot on their own so they
Yeah.
can move forward without you. Like
I
you're
I
always
tell
going to have
people-
issues all the time.
Right. I the reason why I tell people to read the wiki is not because it's a complex, a seniority thing or whatever, and all of that. It's to like so they can bookmark where it says, they can read through it and they can skim through stuff, get an idea, a more in depth of like what they're working with, and learn more about it, through there. Because like I said before, everything's in there, and it opens up everything, and you just like how Tony said, it's just the way about going about it. You shouldn't. It's gonna scare people from looking at it, like, and it's really sad.
Show them how to read documentation
How do
instead
you
of just
say
telling
that
them
name?
to.
Fefla?
Fefla.
Fefla, yeah.
That's why if you ask a question and somebody just gives you do this, find somebody else to help you, because that's part of what I was saying. Like when I help people, I ask them questions as well to try to figure out if they're a visual learner, if they're, they just need to hear something and can do it. Because you got to figure out when you're teaching someone how they learn.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm very tired of this whole like, well, I watched so and so's video and they said to do it this way. Well, that's not the only way to do it.
Yeah, find your own way. It's not.
There's
it's
five
a,
different ways
it's a
to
guiding,
do something.
guiding you in the right direction for sure. But there's always another way to do it. And just remember this: if it's easy to remember, or if it's easy to do and learn, if it's easy to do, it's easy to forget. Jesus, I was having a stroke there. If it's
And if
easy to
somebody's
do,
only-
it's easy to forget.
And if they're only giving you one way to do it and you ask questions and you just get that same reply back, just do it this way, find someone else, because they only know how to do it that way, which
Yeah.
means they really don't know the system they're messing with. They just know
Mhm.
one way of doing it.
Or
with
they know how to
Linux-
copy what a YouTuber says.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I completely agree that, like, yeah, the manual can scare people back to Windows, but I think at some point people do have to learn to accept that you're gonna have to read the manual eventually. Like,
Because how do
At
people
some-
learn how
But
to
you
use
have to
Windows?
be taught how to read the manual. That's one of the
Exactly.
big parts a
Yeah.
lot of people don't show.
Well,
like
That's kind of why I
if-
like Peter's like manual. If you've seen Peter's manual for CashOS, everything is categorized. So like, I also think it's depending on like how it is, done, because everything's labeled. Like there's a secure boot tab, there's a how to install tab, and that CashOS wiki is amazing. It's completely godlike. And I fuck with it so hard. Like the Arch wiki, that shit is a nightmare.
It was one of the
The Gen
hardest
2 wiki,
things
oh my
I've
God.
freaking learned in my life, honestly.
It was a
Like-
nightmare to navigate through, so I do get that.
Can't be worse than
Traversing
Gen
the
2s.
Arch Wiki was pretty rough. I try and avoid it as much as I can. I go, Tony,
Help
Toad.
me, please. I love the way that Tony taught us though. It's like it's throwing us a bone and like not really like showing us, like he shows us how it works too. And like that's what we should start doing is like doing the in-depth things.
Yeah.
And helping people out. It's as a community. Like it's really sad the majority of the community is very gatekeepy and toxic like that. Like,
It's not the majority. It seems like it's the majority, but
I
it
guess
really
it's
isn't.
The
I guess
minority
how
is
it
always
feels
the
like that.
loudest.
because it's the loudest.
Yeah,
voice,
yeah,
that's why.
exactly. There's more people who
Yeah.
are nice than not nice.
which goes back to the whole Linus Tech Tips thing. Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My God, don't.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Do not listen to Linus. Listen to the other Linus.
I'll still watch his videos about Linux because it's important for what people are going to listen to. Like how do I explain it? Like, although whether we like it or not, he does have a big influence on that realm. So whatever he says will impact somewhat people's decisions.
But just don't
But-
don't take it like it's written in stone.
Exactly, and don't take it as
Learn-
if they're the only users in the world.
Any advice you get, learn to read through. It takes a little practice, but learn to read through. Is it objective, or what they're saying to me is subjective, presented as objective?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like to throw their opinion out there like it's fact.
Belong.
Is he
Possible.
taking it serious or no? Is like installing SteamOS on his pretend Steam machine, even though it's not natively supported, and then complaining
Yeah.
later on that, oh, it's not working well. Shut the fuck up.
When Steam explicitly says do not install this.
And he does it
On
anyway, and then
unsupported
complains
hardware.
that things don't
Yeah.
work well.
He's a thoughtless schmuck.
And if you're asking advice about something and the only piece of advice you get back is don't use that, it's crap, and then you can't get any more explanation out of the move on. Find somebody else to get info from.
But yeah, another reason why, like, I think he's not taking it seriously at all. The other two, Elijah and Luke.
Luke.
One of them is having an amazing time and he's actually
Oh, yeah.
trying stuff out and such. And the other guy had issues, but he had genuine issues. Stuff like SMB, file sharing and stuff. He was actually trying
they
stuff out. He
recently
was
fixed.
researching things. He was learning why things don't work the same way. He's like he has issues, but they're genuine, right?
Yeah. and
Like a
he's
game he
figuring
was
them out.
playing wasn't working because of the H.264 and H.265 codecs. Like there's like the audio files that use that codec, which it's stupid that it's using it, but it's a real problem. And he figured out, oh, just use Proton GE instead.
Yep.
That's the real him is just like basic things like, oh, I don't know how to like bring my window.
I guess that's another thing to close off with is that like if you are a hands-on learner, you would absolutely love just trying out Linux, and
at least
the
trying
fact
it.
that you're something in you, like the dopamine receptors and like the achievement hunter in you will feel like amazing and relieved when you figure out a problem by yourself. You will not want to go back to Windows. You will feel amazing when you figure out things in Linux and like you do it for the first time. You'll be like, oh my god, I did it, it works, da 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 da, like this is awesome, I did it by myself, this is my operating system. And that's kind of how like Dory is staying on there, because like she just did everything herself and it just makes her feel amazing. and it would make everyone else feel amazing too. I bet. Like that's when something works for me. Fuck, I get high off of that shit.
Yeah, don't especially with Linux, don't get worried about breaking things. You're gonna
It's
break
a learning
it.
experience, man.
I break things all the time, and
Yep.
Tony tells me all the time,
Why
why do
broke?
you always do things that may break your system?
Right.
I break it on
Stubborn like
purpose to have an
that.
excuse to install something else.
Because we just wanted to do it that way. Gosh.
I have a very complex setup, and I like troubleshooting things. It's not on the weekdays.
stealing
Yeah,
code
after-
part of this is more of like not it is, yeah, it's kind of weird. People are not really crediting like people who figured out stuff and all of that, which is what Tony said. We should just
It's
stop
very
bickering and
simple.
just get together, you know, and
It's
work
very s-
together.
It's very simple. Use what you want to use, but follow whatever license the person attached to it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
Just credit the person that figured it out. Like it's not that hard. Like saying that you made it is what the stealing part is referring to. Like it's
Yeah.
not entirely made by you. That's a lie.
Yeah, and that,
We're
that's
not
the
trying-
one
we're
thing
not
that
lying
really
out
is
here.
frustrating is people that steal code from other people and claim it as their own and say that they
Yeah.
made it.
That's
You didn't
the
make
stealing
it.
aspect.
You're just being a goober at that point. Like if you want to say that you made something, actually put in the effort and time to learn how to code and do it.
Well, there's
Stop-
You have
nothing
that right.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying you made something if you're using other people's code. All code, like for the most part, it's based off of it. But if it's
Right.
under a license, you honor the license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to put in there that it's so and so's or whatever their license is requesting. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Don't just try to jump in and get props for I made this when you're
And-
using other people's stuff. Just say
and
I used it.
another
There's
thing is,
nothing
like,
wrong with that.
This is we're talking about open source stuff, right?
Same with
And,
AI. If you use code from AI, just say
Say
you
Just
you
say
used
you
used
it.
AI.
vibe code. Because a majority of these licenses that you're getting on Linux and coding and stuff, the reason why you didn't, I guarantee majority of the people that say they made it and without crediting the official person who actually did it, they didn't pay for that. And a lot of the time, the only way that they get, to do what they're still doing is if they get credited and they get it's exposure. It's getting paid in exposure, and they're not getting that exposure. They, the person who is not crediting is getting the exposure, and so then they, the project inevitably dies. And it's just, we're supposed to help each other, and stealing people's licenses like that and not honoring it it's petty theft.
Yeah. And it's childish too.
Yeah.
Like
look
we're
at
all
Middle
grown
Linux.
adults
Like we
here.
credit everything in the GitHub that we use.
Mhm.
We even state
Yeah,
that we vibe code.
The
Everything is
script
credited.
installs Noctilla from
Yeah.
the Arch repos.
Yeah.
The difference would be is if we made it look and made it sound like we made Noctilla
Right.
instead of just saying we're using Noctilla. Here's the guys that made it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a little thing, but it's a huge deal.
And that's the very one of the first things I wrote on here because I wanted to make sure, well, all of us wanted to make sure that Noctilia got credited.
Yeah.
They
Did,
deserve everything that they did with that bar. They did incredible work, and I feel like people should be doing that if you use something from somebody else.
If you get DMCA'd because you didn't credit or honor the license of that code, then yeah, you got. Did he have anything credited for Noctilia in his GitHub?
I haven't even.
It's
looked
still
at
it's
that.
still up in the air with that particular situation. It's either way. If you're gonna use it, just say you used it. It's pretty much that simple.
Yeah, that's
And I know
probably why
that
he got
because when I installed
taken
the stuff, I
down
was getting a lot of
because
people from GitHub,
he
so-
didn't credit it. So that's probably why.
No.
Yeah, that's the stuff you shouldn't do. Like if I got this wallpaper from so and so's GitHub. Thought it was cool. Put it in here. Here's the
Yeah,
person that
it's
originally
not hard
did it.
to add a link and a
chances are-
citation.
Well, chances are that original, you borrowed a wallpaper from somebody else, chances are you look through that person's GitHub and they probably found it from somebody else that they're crediting. That's how it works. That's just what you do.
Yeah. Especially if you're like publicly like making a community around it or like posting about it on YouTube, social media, you're getting monetized for it. Like it's not really fair.
To answer your question, the AUR, it's noctilla.git on the AUR.
Very simple.
So it's on Metalytics. Credited on there.
Well, with that, everybody, Tony, you wanna send us off with the little outing?
Question time? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. I know
Oh,
it's been a
any-
minute, but come on, you always do
Any,
this.
anybody got questions? Anything
Yeah.
they've been messing with that isn't working that we can troubleshoot? General questions about Linux? It's chat's turn. Come on.
Even tech in general, it doesn't need to be.
Doesn't
Well,
have to be Linux.
We'd
yeah.
rather
What-
it be
what-
Linux related, but hey, it's up to you.
Yeah. Hit us with something.
After
Okay.
this, I'm
Anybody?
installing Arch with your dot files again.
Need help with not
What
to
do you need
V5?
help with specifically? With Noctilia.
Is it really just Noctalia Git?
So first,
Pretty sure for the
Fefla,
new version.
just yay-s and then noctalia-git, right?
While we're in here and you've got that
Why don't
up,
you use
I want
Paru?
to show people this because I know a lot of people haven't seen this. Back the Noctilla part off and go to the S. Yay.
Yay
dash
dash
S.
S.
Lowercase s. A. Put an A next to the. Nope, A. Now just type space Noctilla. That will search only the AUR. And if you look, Noctilla-git is version 5.000 and R, whatever the rest of that says.
I'm looking at it and I have the console open. Okay, so have you already installed the Noctalia V5?
Oh yeah, Noctalia Git version 5.
If you've already installed it, the only thing you need to do is kill Quickshell. So if you're on Arch, just pkill QS, and that's going to kill Quickshell. And then we're just going to type Noctalia. And
I'll
that,
bring it back up.
all right, nice. That's going to start the Noctalia
V5.
V5.
And
And
so all you have to do is edit your startup config for Hyperland or whatever you're using to run Noctilla startup instead of Quickshell.
so if you want me to show them that,
You can show off some Lua.
yeah, some Lua.
So funny that's called Lua. I'm like, every time you guys are saying Lua, like it's just my Ololo Hawaii like brain is being turned on. I'm like, you guys are speaking Hawaiian?
Where
What?
is the Quick?
Because Lua
The
means
EXE
party.
wants like the line 20 or 18, I think. Can't see that.
Will your old config still be compatible, or do you need to rewrite it for V5?
Nothing changes. The only thing that would change is your shortcut keys to like open the launcher and stuff because it doesn't do the IPC call anymore. There's new commands.
Yeah,
Hmm.
all of that's new, which
And then
okay.
what he's showing you here for your EXE at startup.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
right here. So instead of this command right here, which is quick shell -c Noctalia shell, you would just put Noctalia. And that
What
would
does
have it
Lua
start up at
Stand for.
all at once. I don't know. I just learned it like a week in the
It's like
actually this week.
so funny because in Hawaiian that word means bathroom.
But yeah, I think you will like V5. Granted, it is still technically in testing. So I think it's worth rewriting the config. And look,
I'd
honestly,
get ready for it because it's
yeah.
going to be standard, but
it will be the standard. And if you want something to reference, you can go to our Git.
Do you have a time frame on when it's going to be standard, or is that still up in the air for
It's
Hyperland?
still up in the air.
they didn't say exactly when.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have the
Uh,
entirety of our setup converted to Lua is just not the default right now.
Yeah, it's in a
but-
little folder.
Yeah, no problem.
I will make
Thank
a
Tony
URL
because
link
he
for you
did
in your.
the heavy lifting
bio.
for this. He was absolutely batshit crazy.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it.
You can thank me by using it.
I will. I gotta do all of that on my laptop, which will be one of these days this week.
I
Hopefully.
got a bot to trying to add me on Steam. So
Nice.
the other thing, I figured this out off rip, but it seems some people miss this little settings cog right here.
Shut up.
Are you playing for Tony on
Look
that?
at, what do you see there? You see
A
settings,
settings cog.
on the left. Now, I'm
Yeah.
talking to the left. So I was looking for the settings there, and I was like, oh, they didn't put that much in here yet. This is a beta. I didn't think too much into it.
But they do have a whole settings section, and the only thing that bothers me right now is on the bar. You can't disable it for the
I
other
have-
monitor.
I have an
Um,
idea of how that might work, but we'll discuss that later.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But there is, yeah, Noctalia V5 looks incredible. I really, really want to start using it, but I am waiting until a few things get ironed out because I
Personal
really,
preference, not bug issues.
well, yeah.
Just use GNOME then. GNOME has no bugs.
Ah, shut up.
Yes, it is currently. Well, I think
No, it's
are they
beta.
still
I
in
don't-
alpha or are they in beta
I don't.
now?
I think they're just saying it's in testing. I don't think they're really saying it's in beta or alpha.
I'm currently
It's-
on Hyperland.
Why not Neri?
I don't like scrolling.
Why not Mango?
Compositors.
Why not Mango?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I like using my keyboard, not having to touch my mouse. That's the whole point of a
Yeah.
tiling
yeah.
window manager.
I agree.
I have carpal tunnel. Using my mouse a lot is fucking annoying.
Is that the thing with the
for
hands?
important
Pre-alpha
announcement.
stage.
Oh,
yeah,
they
that
are
makes sense.
calling it pre-alpha. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Question: would add Neri to minimum? Ha!
We
You're breaking my
could,
brain.
But then you're gonna make me have to install Neri, and I
We-
don't see
we-
the point. If
we'll-
Hyperland works, but I get it if you like Neri.
We can't it's up in the air. We'll definitely like want to add rip. In the near future, it's not a no.
The
I-
problem is it's just us working on it, and Hyperland's updating stuff quick enough to keep us busy.
yeah,
We're still working
and we
on the
also
Kings for
really
Middle
mainly
Linux.
use Hyperland.
Yeah.
So I don't really
Welcome
like
back.
Neri, but you know,
I tried
if
Neri.
we get enough
Neri's
requests
cute.
for it, maybe.
Neri's cute. I personally, I don't know. There's just something about like the scrolling. Like if I'm gonna scroll, I would rather much just have it be in a window manager, and like I can just quickly go to the specific window manager I have set up for that specific scroll. But I can't really do that well on Neri. I can do that, better and more efficiently on Hyperland.
And maybe it's not as tweakable, but you can scroll on Hyperland if you really need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Also.
that's not if you need it.
Plus, I like Super Tab.
Yeah, it's
It's
awesome. You can also
being
do that
able
if
to-
you can also do it on your wheel too. You know. You
Yeah, I
just
know.
super in and scroll on your wheel.
We made it that way.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't really like how Blur looks on there. I think it looks much better on Hyperland.
Agreed.
What you're saying? I'm not really too heavily of a Blur guy. I only like it on my terminal. It's kind of, I don't know, resource heavy. I would like to go through and disable it, but I'm too fucking lazy.
Can you show the they're not IPC toggles anymore, but can you show us one last time, because I forgot already. Like what it looks like with the new Lua and the new Noctalia V5.
What the hell is
So
DXME?
you
Who-
want me
who the hell
to
said
show
that?
Noctalia again, V5 again? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it looks like now.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I don't know.
I like it.
It's nice. It's nice.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty...
I've used Abyss. I've used Neri for like maybe like a month total, and it was okay. There's nothing really bad I could say about it, other than the fact that it's just not for me.
Well, the Black Dawn uses Mango most of the time.
Yeah, he's a Mango user. He's the guy that actually introduced me to Mango. So that's how I
Mango.
learned about a Mango when it was on like freaking beta.
Is that all the questions?
Is that all we
you
got?
had, Fefla?
Is it all dot?
Is that it?
All dot file related?
I'm gonna take
Yes,
that as
so.
a yes.
Well,
Remember,
alrighty.
guys,
Alright,
to stay
well-
hydrated. Thank you guys so much for having me here today. I'm very grateful that I was able to make it. Oh my
Freaking
gosh.
sucked.
It was awesome.
I'm just
Appreciate
joking.
everybody tuning in. We're gonna try and do this a bit more consistently. Again, thank you all, and be sure to check out Tony, Finley, and Knight over on their channels. Wonderful guys, and thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thanks for the help. Yeah, of course. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, no problem. Fefla.
Check out our discords. I don't know if Echelon doesn't use it. Well, eventually we're gonna get TeamSpeak up and ready for the community. We'll have it in Echelon's chat. I'm gonna change it to like from Nightlife to Mina Linux community instead of a Nightlife. So people, you guys can like hang out in there and stuff, try it out, and it works natively on Linux. It's pretty good. It's awesome.
It's a wonderful application.
So we'll get that all set up by next week, hopefully. Well, it'll be less than a week. I'll work on it now.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We'll see you later.
Aloha.
Aloha.